You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. A grand jury recommends no criminal charges against CPS workers in the case involving an 8-year-old boy's death. Sherry Einhorn has the details.
Had CPS done its job, Thomas Valva would still be alive today.
After a 6-month special grand jury investigation, no charges are being filed against CPS workers. Thomas Valva was 8 years old when he died in 2020 of hypothermia after being forced to sleep in an unheated garage in freezing cold temperatures. There were more than 10 reports made to Child Protective Services by the little boy's teachers and school staff, alleging abuse by Thomas's ex-NYPD officer father and his father's then fiancé. Caseworkers determined the allegations to be unfounded, which means under current law, they are sealed.
What steps did they take to investigate? Who did they interview? What findings did they make? We have no idea. We do not know, and we cannot find out because of existing New York State law.
The special grand jury heard from 27 witnesses. Their 75-page report recommends no criminal charges against the CPS caseworkers or supervisors investigating Thomas's case, but did propose a slew of reforms at the county and state level, including amending the state law that seals unfounded CPS reports to allow a grand jury or a district attorney access in certain cases, amending a Suffolk County code to have a supervisor review any case where 3 or more reports are related to one case.
Yes, it's another reminder that 4 years ago a child died a death that was 100% preventable, but there's got to be action that follows, and that's where things tend to fall down. There's lots of reports issued every day. To the extent that there's action after them, that means the difference between life and death.
An attorney for Thomas's mother, Justina Zupko Valva, issued a statement saying in part, to say that CPS failed in this regard would be a gross understatement. They consciously ignored red flag after red flag, knowing that children were starving, abused, and made to sleep in a freezing basement. As Newsday has previously reported, 3 of the CPS workers involved in the Valva case were promoted after he died.
It didn't have to end the way it did.
For Newsday TV, I'm Sherry Einhorn.
And you can read more about that full report on Newsday.com. Just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And 2 alleged gang members have been indicted for shooting an 8-year-old boy. Here's video from the scene back in July. Now, prosecutors say Anthony Pena and Ersin Kumas shot at a Medford home and struck the boy while he was sleeping on the couch. The shooting was allegedly a result of gang retaliation. And a Long Island man has been sentenced to 20 years to life in prison for attempted murder of a police officer. Prosecutors say Javon Bell got into a gunfight with officers that spotted him as a wanted suspect. The Amityville man was wanted for pointing a gun at a taxi driver and stealing money. The 21-year-old pleaded guilty to the charges back in February. And a judge has ruled New York State can take legal action against Bruce Blakeman's transgender band. The Nassau County executive requested a temporary restraining order that would have prevented the state from intervening, but the judge denied that request. This executive order would ban transgender female athletes from playing in girls' and women's sports at county facilities. Now, in a statement, Blakeman says, in part, according to the logic of the decision on the temporary restraining order, the county would have to wait for a young girl to get paralyzed before taking action. And as South Shore beaches are feeling the effects of this week's spring nor'easter, the town of Oyster Bay supervisor says erosion at Tow Bay is the worst he's ever seen.
These barrier islands are what protect billions and billions of dollars worth of homes and facilities and structure on the mainland. Once this is gone, the mainland of the South Shore of Long Island is destroyed.
Now, he's calling on the state and federal government for help. The town has been trucking in 44,000 tons of sand each year to fight back the erosion. And the owner of a Hauppauge golf course wants to build nearly 30 homes on its property. The proposal includes a driving range, 2 smaller golf courses, and 28 homes. Doing this would require the town of Smithtown to waive decades-old development restrictions, and multiple residents have spoken out against the plan, saying this could damage the water quality. Tomorrow is opening day at Yankee Stadium, and fans can expect fancier food options. Laura Albany shows us what's on the menu.
The Yankees are introducing a brand new superstar in Juan Soto to their outfield this season, but they're also bringing out some heavy hitters at their concession stand. Let's go see what's new at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees are going all out this year with a ton of new options. Barbecue filet-tipped tater tots from Lobel's, a sweet spot burrito bowl that comes in carne asada and vegetarian plantain options, and the absolutely incredible meatballs from celebrity chef Christian Petroni.
I always love the fried meatball. I actually steam them, and then we fry them in extra virgin olive oil, and they're at Yankee Stadium, so I don't even know how this is real life, you know?
I don't know how to eat this elegantly, so I'm not going to.
I heard a last name. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Good.
This is fantastic. I had two favorites, these brown sugar chicken wings from Street Bird and this porchetta sandwich from City Winery, which also had a really great burger last year. They pair it with a Cabernet wine. So it's porchetta, you have the onions, and you have a little bit of arugula there. They did it again. One of my favorites. Everyone was already excited when they found out that Blue Bunny and Mr. Softy was coming to Yankee Stadium. But if you've got a sweet tooth, there's more than just ice cream. The Yankees are bringing in 2 new Grand Slam shakes in Butterfinger and black and white cookie flavors. They're also trotting out my personal favorite dessert, zeppole. It's fried dough with chocolate and strawberry drizzle and a cannoli cream dip. Oh wow. Reminds me of my childhood. I think we can all agree that we're all pretty excited for Mr. Softy this year. This has been Laura Albany reporting for NewsdayTV.
All that food looks delicious. Now, to read more about what's on the menu at Yankee Stadium, go to newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by Tommy James and the Shondells with the Grassroots, performing at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair.
Here's what's up on Long Island.
Knows it's these three they've been coming to see.
The Lords of 52nd Street are playing in Riverhead. The concert will feature the same musicians you hear on Billy Joel's classic albums. It's at the Suffolk on Sunday. Jim Brewer's coming home. The Long Island comedian performs his Survival with Laughter tour at the Paramount Saturday night. Check out the Long Island Tabletop Gaming Expo. It includes board and card gaming and so much more. It's Saturday and Sunday at the Cradle Aviation Museum in Garden City. For admission info, more events, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Now let's take a look at your wet but mostly dry Long Island weather. The worst is behind us, thank goodness. And you can see we have the rain lingering for tonight, but tomorrow it's going to be a much better day. Taking a closer look at tomorrow, you can see we're near 50s clouds overhead, and the 7-day forecast doesn't look as bad either, because we can actually see, if you look closely, those look like spring temperatures.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Bufa. Thank you so much for joining us.